The movie begins in a city engulfed in gunfire, transformed into a complete battlefield. A girl named Chandra is hiding somewhere, her body covered in wounds and her condition severely deteriorated. She calls a man named Prakash on her phone. Prakash asks her whether she has obtained the item or is still searching for it. Chandra confirms that she has it. Prakash warns her that Ishtar's men must be searching for her and urges her to escape immediately, reminding her that she is still Muthan's daughter. The identities of Muthan and Ishtar will be revealed later in the story. As Chandra looks back, she spots a lady soldier who has come to capture her. Before the soldier can shoot, Chandra begins running at an incredible speed, revealing that she possesses supernatural powers beyond those of a normal person. Later one day, Prakash calls Chandra to his house for some work. He tells her that the city needs her and she must stay for some time. He introduces her to a boy named Kumar, who is also a member of Prakash's team. Later, Prakash takes Chandra to meet an old man named Tom. Tom creates a fake passport for Chandra and is delighted to meet her. During their conversation, Chandra notices a book titled They Live Among Us, written by a man named Joseph Dominic. Tom reveals that Joseph Dominic is a pen name and the writer's real name is different. As Chandra prepares to leave, Tom mentions that next time she visits, she will meet his son, who will help her in his place. Tom is aging and wants his son to take over his responsibilities. Later, Chandra returns to her house and cleans it thoroughly. A boy named Sunny lives in the building across from hers. When Sunny sees Chandra, he falls in love with her at first sight. However, before he can say anything, Chandra closes her window. Later, Sunny hosts a party with his friends at home. His ex-girlfriend arrives with her new boyfriend, which upsets Sunny. The ex-girlfriend asks Sunny to take back the cat he had given her as a gift because her new boyfriend hates cats. Sunny keeps the cat with him. Sunny tells his best friends Vinu and Najal about Chandra. They all become intrigued upon seeing her. The friends enjoy the party extensively, drinking heavily and demonstrating that fun and entertainment are everything to them. Moreover, at night, Chandra works at a restaurant called Zed, preferring the night shift over daytime work. At the restaurant, she meets a lady named Seema, who also works there. One night, a goon named Sundar approaches Seema outside the restaurant. One day, Chandra visits the owner of the Holy Grail Cafe. While paying her, the owner asks if she remembers him and inquires about when she returned from somewhere. This reveals that Chandra already knows this man, though his name will be revealed later in the film. Late at night, Sunny, Venu, and Najal are walking home intoxicated when they see Sundar hiding in a car with two men. The group is planning to kidnap someone. When a man passes by, Sundar approaches from behind, renders him unconscious, and takes him away in the car. Sunny witnesses Sundar taking the man away, but due to his intoxication, doesn't think much of it. The next day, news reports about organ trafficking flood the television. People are being kidnapped and their organs are being sold. This practice has escalated recently, causing widespread fear about who might become the next victim. Sunny's cat escapes from his house. While searching, he finds the cat sitting near the road. As Sunny picks up his cat to take it home, a car nearly hits him. However, Chandra appears and uses her supernatural speed to save Sunny from the accident. Her speed is so fast that no one can see her movements. Sunny is bewildered about how he survived, and when he tries to remember, he sees Chandra's face in his mind. However, he dismisses it as a dream, reasoning that no person could run that fast. The next night, a girl is walking to her friend's house when Sundar and his men begin following her. The frightened girl starts running and spots a police car with Inspector Nakiappa. She approaches him for help, explaining that some boys are chasing her. Instead of helping, Nakiappa interrogates her, asking why she is out at night, which terrifies her even more. Nakiappa is actually involved with Sundar's gang, but the presence of a camera on the road prevents him from harming her. Commissioner Priya arrives at the scene. Seeing the frightened girl, she realizes that Nakiappa must be troubling her and severely reprimands him for his behavior. Priya and Nakiappa hate each other, but due to his lower rank, Nakiappa must always listen to Priya. Priya takes the girl away in her car, while Nakiappa struggles to control his anger. Later, Sunny tells Vinu about the accident, explaining that someone moved incredibly fast to save him. Vinu doesn't believe him and suggests that Sunny has gone crazy. He teases that Sunny must be in love with Chandra since he claims to have seen her during the incident. That night at the restaurant, Chandra witnesses Sundar harassing Seema again. When Seema continues to refuse his advances, Sundar threatens to throw acid on her face and holds a bottle of acid in his hand. Seema becomes terrified. Suddenly, Chandra appears and grabs Sundar's hand, breaking the acid bottle against his hands. The acid burns Sundar's hand, though Chandra seems unaffected. As Sundar screams in pain, Chandra beats him in anger. Seema is surprised by this woman's intervention. Sundar falls unconscious from Chandra's beating. That night, Nakiappa visits Sundar at his warehouse. Sundar's elder brother Gajendran tells Nakiappa that important cargo will arrive at the city via ship in 2 weeks, and Nakiappa must safely deliver it to his men. Nakiappa initially refuses, saying he has night duty that day. However, he receives a call from Priya, who informs him that she will send another officer for night duty so he can collect the cargo from the ship. This reveals that Priya is also connected with Sundar's operations. Nakiappa also learns that someone has severely beaten Sundar. When he asks who did it, Sundar reveals that a girl was responsible. Nakiappa takes him to the restaurant where Chandra had confronted him. Upon seeing Chandra, Nakiappa becomes lost in thought. Meanwhile, Chandra's condition has worsened significantly. She coughs repeatedly and appears very ill. While traveling to work in an auto rickshaw, Sunny joins her. Noticing deep marks on Chandra's hands, he understands that something has happened to her. Thinking she has a high fever, he inquires about her health. They become good friends during this conversation. In their chat, Sunny invites Chandra to a party at his house. Chandra says she will definitely come if she has time, and then leaves for work. On the day of the party, all 3 friends wait impatiently for Chandra's arrival. When she arrives, everyone is shocked because she looks absolutely beautiful. All eyes fall on her. Venu and Najal try to impress Chandra, but she shows no interest in their attempts. Everyone begins dancing together at the party, and Chandra becomes happy seeing everyone enjoying themselves. However, Inspector Nakiappa arrives at Sunny's house because neighbors have complained about the noise. Nakiappa becomes very angry upon seeing alcohol and marijuana at the party and shouts at everyone. When his eyes fall on Chandra, he becomes even more aggressive. Despite everyone's apologies, his anger doesn't subside. Chandra is also upset that the party has been ruined. However, when Nakiappa sees Chandra's anger, he tells everyone that he is letting them go this time, but warns them against making such mistakes again. He leaves quietly because he notices Chandra's anger. Nakiappa understands that Chandra is not an ordinary girl and must have a significant secret. After the party ends, Chandra thanks Sunny for inviting her, saying she had a lot of fun. Sunny is delighted to hear this. As Chandra heads home, Najal follows her to see her safely to her house. Watching Najal go with Chandra, Sunny becomes very jealous, demonstrating how much he loves Chandra. The next morning, Najal's parents call Sunny to inform him that Najal has been missing since last night and hasn't returned home. Sunny becomes frightened. He goes to Chandra's house to ask about Najal since he last saw Najal following Chandra. When he knocks on the door repeatedly, no one opens it from inside. When Chandra finally responds, she angrily tells Sunny that Najal is not there and demands that he leave. Sunny is surprised by Chandra's behavior. He hides and observes that a man arrives to deliver something to Chandra's house. When the man knocks, Chandra opens the door. Sunny also notices Kumar, whom he has seen coming and going to Chandra's house many times. Sunny asks Venu about Kumar. Venu reveals that a few months ago, the police arrested Kumar for selling marijuana. Learning this truth, Sunny wonders about the connection between a criminal and Chandra. Later, that night, Chandra comes to Sunny's house and apologizes for her rude behavior in the morning. However, Sunny still has doubts about Chandra. He tells Venu that he thinks Chandra is involved in organ trafficking, questioning what else a criminal would be doing at her house. Venu believes his theory might be correct. Sunny decides to keep an eye on Chandra while Venu goes to search for Najal at Chandra's house. That night, as Chandra leaves for work, Sunny secretly follows her. Meanwhile, Venu encounters Najal on the way. Najal explains that the police caught him with a gang last night, so he had to spend the entire day in jail. This means Chandra did not kidnap Najal, and Sunny was unnecessarily suspecting her. On the road, Sundar attacks Chandra with his men. They inject her with an unconscious drug and take her away. Sunny witnesses everything and is terrified, unsure how to save Chandra. He asks a boy standing nearby to call the police, as that boy also witnessed Chandra's kidnapping. The scene shifts to a grandfather telling his granddaughter a story about vampires. He explains that many years ago, there was a forest in this area with a kingdom nearby. The king was a devoted priest of goddess Kali, visiting her temple daily to pray for his kingdom's prosperity. There was a little girl named Neeli who also loved worshiping goddess Kali. She had a pure heart and secretly watched the king's worship. However, no one except the royal family was allowed in that temple. One day, Neeli quietly entered goddess Kali's temple, stole a ring from the goddess's feet and placed it at her family deity's feet. When the king discovered this, he became furious and ordered Neely's family to be killed. Neely and her parents fled to a large cave to save their lives and hide. Inside the cave, Neely feels something very strange. The king's soldiers discover them in the cave. Despite Neely pleading for her family's lives, the king orders their execution. The soldiers kill Neely's father right in front of her eyes. The poor girl cries loudly and begs the king to spare her family. At that moment, a soldier slashes his sword across Neely's body, stopping her breath and causing her to fall to the ground. Neely's mother begins crying uncontrollably upon seeing her daughter die. However, something surprising happens that shocks everyone. Despite being wounded, Neely stands up. She is transformed into a vampire. She then kills all the king's soldiers. The terrified king grabs Neely's mother to save his own life, but Neely remains angry with him. The king then kills Neely's mother to stop her. This makes Neely even more furious. She takes the sword from the wound and stabs the king in the chest, ending his life. The scene returns to Chandra. As Sundar and his men prepare to kill her, Chandra transforms into her true form, a bloodthirsty vampire. Seeing this, Sundar becomes terrified, feeling as if his life is over. Chandra begins killing all the goons one by one, including Sundar. Sunny arrives at the location and sees Chandra in her vampire form, becoming so scared that he faints. The grandfather continues telling the story, and the girl asks what happened to Neely after killing the king. The grandfather explains that Neely started protecting everyone, and people began worshipping her like a goddess. However, Neely had a weakness. She was vulnerable to sunlight. Taking advantage of this, a Canther killed Neely in broad daylight and took control of her. The identity of this Canther will be revealed later. The child's mother arrives and scolds the grandfather for telling her daughter such nonsense. She takes her daughter away. It is then revealed that the grandfather is not just anyone. He is the man who wrote the book, They Live Among Us, and his real name is Korean. Korean has been researching vampires for a long time. On the other hand, when Sunny regains consciousness, Chandra asks if he will help her dispose of the corpses. Sunny agrees to help, and they put the bodies in a large acid tank. He spends the entire night at Chandra's house. The next morning, when Sunny opens Chandra's window, he sees Venu in front of him. Seeing Sunny at Chandra's house, Venu assumes that something must be happening between Chandra and Sunny. However, the reality is different. Sunny signals Venu to come through the window because he is afraid that Chandra might kill him too. Chandra wakes up, and suddenly sunlight falls on her hand, causing it to burn. Sunny is shocked and scared by what he sees. To heal her hand, Chandra begins drinking blood from the fridge. This reveals that Chandra also has a problem with sunlight. Chandra tells Sunny that she has been wandering as a vampire for a long time. She doesn't remember her age because she has been on Earth for so long. It becomes apparent that Chandra's story is very similar to Neely's. Venu arrives at Chandra's house. He takes Chandra aside and tells her that Sunny loves her very much, so she should never betray him. In reality, Sunny is trying to figure out how to get away from Chandra, fearing she might kill him too. Venu and Sunny prepare to leave. Before they go, Chandra asks Sunny not to tell anyone about her. Sunny agrees and goes home. At home, Sunny cannot forget what happened the previous night. Despite Chandra's request, Sunny tells Venu the complete truth about Chandra. Venu also loses consciousness upon hearing this. Suddenly, Chandra appears and tells Sunny that he made a big mistake by revealing this, so now she will kill him. She kills Venu, and then Sunny starts running to save his life. Eventually, Chandra kills Sunny as well. At that moment, Sunny's dream breaks. He was actually dreaming and hasn't told Venu anything about Chandra being a vampire yet. Nakiappa investigates the crime scene with his officers. While investigating, he discovers numerous bloodstains and finds an eye lens, which he immediately sends for lab testing. Only that eye lens can lead to the real murderer, and it belongs to Chandra. That night, Chandra takes Sunny somewhere. On the way, she notices that Sunny is very scared and reassures him that he doesn't need to be afraid of her. She won't do anything to him. This provides Sunny some relief. After a while, Sunny and Chandra reach Kumar's house. Chandra has come to obtain blood from Kumar, as she cannot survive the day without it. While Chandra and Sunny are sitting together, Nakiappa arrives with a boy, the same one who called the police the previous night at Sunny's request. The boy points at Chandra and tells Nakiappa that this is the girl who was kidnapped last night. Hearing this, Nakiappa's suspicions deepen. He decides to uncover the truth about Chandra. When Chandra leaves the house for some work, Nakiappa sneaks into her house from behind. After searching for a while, he finds numerous eye lenses in the house, exactly like the one found at the crime scene. Nakiappa understands that Chandra definitely killed Sundar. Then he suddenly sees something strange in the house. The scene shifts to Sunny and Chandra walking together. On the way, Sunny asks Chandra for her real name. She reveals that her real name is Neeli. Sunny is astonished because until now, everyone thought vampires only existed in stories, and Neeli's story was also considered fantasy. Neeli's present name in the film is Chandra. Then Sunny asks how she got free from Kanthar's captivity. Chandra explains that Kanthar didn't capture her to make her a prisoner, but to treat her. Kanthar had told Neeli that the crimes of evil people had increased on Earth, so he needed her help to defeat them. Kanthar wanted to defeat two very evil powers. Before that, Kanthar took Neeli to meet Muthan. No one except Prakash, Chandra, and Kanthar has ever seen Muthan. Chandra helps Kanthar destroy evil forces. Later, Nakiappa is searching for something in Chandra's house when she arrives. Chandra immediately strikes Nakiappa and demands to know who he is. Nakiappa reveals that he knows she killed Sundar and that he won't let her live. He begins shooting at her, but not a single bullet affects Chandra. In anger, she cuts Nakiappa's hands and feet. Hearing the gunshots, Sunny runs to Chandra's house. He somehow calms Chandra down and urges her to run away before the police catch her. Taking advantage of that moment, Nakiappa shoots Chandra from behind. However, the bullet hits Sunny directly, causing blood to flow profusely from his body. Nakiappa jumps out the window to save his life and escapes. Venu and Najal quickly come to Sunny and want to take him to the hospital. However, Chandra takes them all to a very old, abandoned hospital. Venu asks why they can't go outside and why they have to treat Sunny here. Chandra explains that it is very dangerous outside. Hearing this, Venu becomes very angry with Chandra. In his anger, he pushes her and starts to leave. At that moment, Chandra transforms into her true form, terrifying Venu and Najal. Even though they don't want to stay, they have no choice but to listen to Chandra. On the other side, Nakiappa, injured, faces numerous news reporters asking why this happened to him. He tells them that Sunny and Chandra are terrorists and they did this to him. Chandra calls Prakash, who tells her that she needs to get out of there quickly because the police are searching for her everywhere. She needs to go to Johnny. Johnny is actually the owner of the Holy Grail Cafe. However, Chandra doesn't want to leave Sunny in such a condition. After some time, news of Chandra and Sunny's escape appears on television, where they are being called terrorists. Many of Chandra's friends, who also possess superpowers, see the news. They are all living their lives in different places like normal people. One of them, a boy named Shaitan, decides to come help Chandra, while the Home Minister creates an anti-terrorist force called Garuda to catch Sunny and Chandra. The Home Minister is doing all this at the behest of Sundar's elder brother, Gajendran. Priya visits Nakiappa at the hospital but becomes very angry with him because Sunny and Chandra escaped due to his actions. In her anger, Priya even slaps Nakiappa, which increases his rage even more. While Nakiappa's treatment is ongoing at the hospital, he begins feeling something strange. The smell of blood starts attracting him powerfully. A Korean arrives and begins asking Nakiappa about Chandra. The Korean knows very well that Chandra is not an ordinary girl. He takes some of Nakiappa's blood samples to conduct research so he can better understand Chandra's powers. After Chandra cut him, Nakiappa's body has also been infected with the virus. On the other hand, after receiving some injections from Chandra, Sunny regains consciousness. His condition has already improved significantly. Chandra tells Sunny that she must leave now, and after she goes, he should tell the police that he is not guilty. With that, Chandra leaves. However, Sunny is not happy about Chandra's departure. Nakiappa has completely transformed into vampire mode. His teeth have become swollen and pointed like vampire fangs. Two police officers discover information about Sunny and Chandra. When both officers arrive at the location, they only find Sunny there because Chandra has already fled. Both officers forcefully arrest Sunny. However, Chandra arrives at that moment. She knew the police would definitely come to arrest Sunny, so she came to save him. One officer shoots Chandra and renders her unconscious. Sunny becomes frightened seeing Chandra unconscious on the ground. As the officers are about to take Chandra away, Chandra's friend Shaitan arrives. He also possesses many powers and uses them to severely injure both officers. Finally, Shaitan brings Chandra back to consciousness. Chandra is shocked to see Shaitan because she has been apart from him for a long time. After a while, Nakiappa arrives at the location to catch Chandra, but before he comes, Chandra and the others leave. Nakiappa only finds both officers injured. Blood is flowing from one officer's leg. Nakiappa begins drinking the officer's blood. Moreover, Chandra arrives at Johnny's cafe and receives a call from Prakash. He tells her that her bite has turned Nakiappa into a vampire. Whenever a person suddenly transforms into a vampire, their strength increases tremendously, making them very difficult to handle. Even Chandra cannot face Nakiappa now. Prakash instructs her to stay with Johnny, and he is sending a new passport and visa through Kumar so she can leave. It is revealed that Johnny is actually the same Kanther who had connected Neely with Muffin. Johnny takes Chandra and the others to a basement, where Chandra sees a dagger that can be used to destroy evil powers. She takes the dagger with her. Shaitan repeatedly tries to get close to Chandra, but she keeps ignoring him. Seeing Shaitan behaving this way, Sunny becomes angry, wondering why he is pursuing her. Nakiappa begins exerting his will after becoming a vampire. He even kills Priya along with his mother. Meanwhile, with the help of CCTV footage, police officers discover information about Chandra's location. Chandra tells Sunny that many years ago, she had a boyfriend whom she loved very much. One day, a British officer shot at Chandra, but her boyfriend took the bullet to his chest to save her. Her boyfriend died right in front of her eyes, and she couldn't save him even though she wanted to. Her boyfriend looked exactly like Sunny. Johnny arrives and informs them that the police will be there soon, and both Chandra's and Sunny's lives could be in danger. Hearing this, Chandra prepares to face them completely because she will do anything to save Sunny. Gajendran tells his men to kill Nakiappa along with Chandra. Following his orders, Gajendran's men set out to kill them both. Many police officers surround the cafe from all sides and attack Chandra directly. However, Chandra kills all the officers. Then Gajendran's goons arrive from behind and start shooting at Chandra, causing her to fall to the ground. Seeing Chandra on the ground, the goons think she is dead. However, Chandra suddenly wakes up and kills those goons as well. At the same time, Nakiappa arrives, appearing extremely dangerous. A terrible fight ensues between Nakiappa and Chandra. In this battle, Nakiappa overpowers Chandra significantly and beats her very badly, worsening her condition. The dagger slips from Chandra's hands and falls to the ground. Nakiappa grabs Chandra's neck and drags her into the sunlight, where the light begins burning her body. Unable to watch Chandra suffer like this, Sunny shoots at Nakiappa from behind. The shot causes Nakiappa to fall to the ground, and Sunny thinks he is dead. Chandra asks Sunny for the dagger, but as Sunny picks it up, Nakiappa rises and comes after him. Nakiappa is about to kill Sunny with the dagger, but Vinu comes between them. The dagger goes straight into Vinu's body. Chandra becomes extremely angry, takes the dagger, and stabs Nakiappa in the chest. The dagger kills Nakiappa. When the police arrive shortly after, no one is present at the scene, and Nakiappa's body has also disappeared. Later, Prakash and Chandra lock Nakiappa's body in a secure location and place a mark outside so that Nakiappa can never escape. Chandra then leaves that place and goes far away. Before leaving, Chandra meets Sunny for the last time. Sunny tells her that he will miss her a lot. They hug each other, and then Chandra departs. With that, the movie ends here. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like and subscribe.